So Meg, in nutrition planning, it's gotten really confusing. Why is it so confusing for most people to learn how to eat?
Because the government has given us these FDA regulations that is extremely high carbohydrate, which would be fine if we were as active as we should be, but we're not.
Right. So basically you're saying if I was running 6 miles a day.
If you were a marathoner, that many carbs would be great.
Or I lived 200 years ago and was baling hay and
Right.
working on the farm, and I could consume potatoes and bread and...
Because you would just burn right through them.
Right.
We consume 60% of our diet, 70% of our diet is carbohydrates, and then we go sit at a desk all day. Those carbs are just going to get stored as fat because we're not burning them as fuel to type on our keyboards.
Right, and then that creates more insulin problems and all kinds of hormonal
Exactly.
issues. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Cognitive problems.
Cognitive problems, and then we just continue that cycle of just putting on body fat, and then we get lazier and lazier. It gets harder to get that body fat off.
Right.
Because it's more weight that we're carrying around. It hurts to carry that much weight around.
So part of it's been indoctrination from the FDA over 60 years of the food pyramid being totally false.
Right, and now they gave us the food plate, which still is not an accurate representation of what we should be eating if we're not high-performing athletes.
Right. So basically then a nutrition plan from Max Muscle South Metro, from yourself, is going to break down, like how does it break down?
As far as the...
Like someone comes in and they're a female and they like to lose weight. And
so we sit down and I do an hour-long consultation assessment. So I start with medications, what are you taking, what supplements are you taking, what is your lifestyle like? What are your goals? Have you had your hormones checked? Have you had your blood cholesterol checked? Is there any pain, inflammation in your body? All those are indicators of what you could be eating that's causing all this, because food can be inflammatory and we may not know it.
Right.
I get your schedule, things you're allergic to, things you dislike. So if you don't like tomatoes, tomatoes will not be on your plan. They're all very individualized. Your workout schedule, all of that. Then I take all of your measurements. I get you on the InBody so we can do your entire body composition.
And what is the InBody?
The InBody is a machine that you stand on. It gives you your hydration levels, body fat, gives you muscle mass. It also gives you your symmetry in your muscles. And then your basal metabolic rate, which is the minimum amount of calories you need to survive. And then...
Explain that though, because that's even confusing.
So
most people don't know that I need, like my BMR is 2200.
Right.
I'm just throwing that number
Just
out.
a number, yeah.
If that's what the machine said, that means I have to have
2,200 calories to function optimally. So for your brain to continue to run at an optimal level, for your heart to continue to beat the way that it should, for your organs to function. So if we're under consuming our basal metabolic rate, our metabolism is going to slow down. We're not going to function properly. Therefore, losing body fat is the least of our body's worries.
So is that why there's a lot of skinny fat people?
Exactly. Yeah. Their body will burn through the muscle and hold on to the body fat if you undereat.
So if you don't understand BMR or have ever been tested for it, and you don't know that you need 2,200 calories,
Right.
your body will burn muscle,
Yep. And store fat.
and so you're just kind of skinny fat.
Yep. Exactly.
So understanding BMR is key to the InBody.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we will do the InBody, and then we will also do circumference measurements, because a lot of times people...
Real quick though, is that pretty eye-opening for most people? Like, I remember
yeah.
the first time I got my BMR, it was like 3,000. I was like 3,000 calories a day.
Yeah, that's before you work out.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of people tend to undereat, or they will undereat most of the time, and then they'll do like a binge eat, and then your body will store all those calories.
That's a great, I've never thought of it that way. So like, you starve yourself for 4 days and do cardio,
Yep.
and now your body's going, dude.
And the metabolism is down here, and then you binge eat on the weekends, and your body doesn't know that it's gonna continue to get food, so it'll store all of that fuel for the upcoming week that you're going to starve yourself, basically.
Right.
Your body's very adaptive, and
You also binge eat because your body's like, dude, we need sustenance.
Well, and that's why you crave the bad stuff. You crave sugar because your blood sugar is so low, and our body knows the fastest way to get it up is to eat sugar or sweet things or carbohydrates, and so that's why we crave all that stuff. So yeah, it's a cycle, and the more you do that, the more body fat you're going to have, and the more you're going to spin your wheels.
Right, and then the more coffee you drink, the more,
Right.
the worse your sleep gets.
Yep. A lot of my clients will stop drinking coffee because they're like, I don't need it anymore. I don't need a 3 o'clock coffee because I have plenty of energy because I'm eating more food, so I feel better.
Right. So you give someone finally for the first time probably in their life a full picture of, number one, where they're at. And then from there, you're about to tell us where you take them.
Yep. So then, after the initial consultation, I sit down, take a few days to write their meal plan based on all of their measurements, everything that we've done. And then I send them the meal plan. We go through, we talk about questions they have, things like that. I can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. I can put recipes in there because people think eating healthy is boring, and it doesn't have to be.
Right.
It can actually be very amazing. You know, people love a lot of the recipes that I give them.
Yeah.
So then after that, then we do follow-up sessions. So you'll have 5 follow-up sessions after the initial consultation.
And real quick, we'll get back to follow-ups, but do you, in the meal plan, do you also help them understand exercise too? Like a good balance of cardio and weight, or is it?
Depends. Some people come in and they're doing like Orange Theory Fitness, and that's just what they want to do, and so I'll just meet their calories to match how many times they're going.
So realistically, what you're saying is it's a very customized program.
Yep.
Like
And
if I came in and was like, I just want to run 3 times a week, but
Right.
I'd like to drop 20 pounds.
Then we can just build the plan based on your running 3 times a week.
Okay.
Because sometimes if you try to change everything all at once,
You quit.
You quit because it's
Right.
overwhelming. So, I mean, one of my biggest success stories, she didn't work out at all. And she's like, I don't want to do cardio. I don't want to work out. I'm not going to do it. And she lost 40 pounds. So just changing nutrition alone.
Awesome.